Hello everyone, welcome in. I'm Wooded Cabbage. This is The Police. This is the game we're going to be playing today. This is on PS Plus Premium. I think it's on PS Plus Extra as well. And we'll be diving into this instead of games like Strays come out at the moment. Absolutely brilliant game, I love it. But everyone's streaming, recording that at the moment. I want to try something a little bit different. I want to try something like this. This looks brilliant. It's a strategy adventure game, which looks awesome.
Usually,
I do say.
Before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this. But in fact, it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters. Nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control.
Dodgy.
That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself?
Well.
But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation.
Dodgy dealings going on, see that?
Swift
handoff for some dough, look.
Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
Interesting opening. Like it. So, let's get straight into it, shall we? May Rogers, sex maniac? Maybe. City Hall confirms rumours of Jack Boyd's resignation. Mark War 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere at the Mayor's personal request. Man's car's gone.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Someone's slapping the feeding in wet puddles.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
You find it quite creepy they've got no
I
faces.
learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Ooh, here we go. This looks like we're beginning. Right. So let's see how this starts off. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? I've expected this bullshit from Mayor. Goddamn Mayor. Ooh, what do we say? So, let's put the Mayor discussed it with me. Whoa! Cameras flashing everywhere. Mayor Rogers told me... Hey, Mayor Rogers told me that wants a fresh face running. Am I reading that wrong? Or have they missed something out of that? Mayor Rogers told me that wants... I'm sure it's supposed to say Mayor Rogers told me that he wants a fresh face running Freeburg PD. So no, it didn't come as a surprise. Yeah, seems to be missing something. Unless I'm reading it completely wrong. Who knows? You already named... Ah, now it's me. Now it's me doing it. Do you already know the name of your successor? I think it's a new man. I think they'll bring in some new blood. A fresh mind to take a fresh look at the problem. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Perhaps. Sounds possible. If he thinks a new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? I don't know. I've never worked with the mafia, but I can't speak for every man and woman in the department. I can't follow all my employees around the clock. Dodgy goings on. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Definitely not. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional, and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Thank you. Them cameras were flashing like crazy. They know what they're going to say about me.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Oh, man's knocking some pills back. He's back? Then he has a big smoke. Anyway, sick ass.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a
Man's been
hungry
playing
shark.
tennis, and he's got no face.
Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place.
Walks in with no
The
face.
floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only
Oh.
difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
Did I? Tennis man.
No smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here.
Oh, what a dick.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes.
Suggesting.
Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire.
I bet you ain't, you dodgy git. Oh, I snicked me smoke! Oh, let's put it out in the city, look.
180
180 days.
Quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with
180
me.
days, guys. That's what we've got.
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
It's like a dick.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Ooh. Whoa! Where did that come from?
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor.
It's a good thing about the art style, otherwise we'd be getting
Mr.
big
Mayor?
problems here.
Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Wow. Well, that escalated quickly. Jack Boyd, only assholes join the mafia. Cleanness of city streets increased by 20%. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. There's X to go to work. Go on, start that car, son. He's got it.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick, he recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days
Poor guy.
are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't.
Oh,
say
Francis,
it,
look at
but
him.
I
Old guy with a
understood.
tash.
Ghosts aren't supposed
Feel
to
sorry for him.
talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Bless him. What if he's done it? Do we think he's a dick? Or... Okay. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Yes, we have no clue what's going on. Freeburg PD organises upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress and detectives continue with their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. Management sim. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. That man's got a bottle in his hand. He loves booze. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policemen. A figure around 150 is considered average. A policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable. Ooh. While those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. The individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Cool. Like it. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work. So, more on reliability. Jeez. And a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. Ooh, okay. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behaviour of your employees. Right, so we've got to figure out who's good, who's bad, who's extremely lazy. This guy, look at him, Abrams. You're an alcoholic. Right, these two, lazy. No, unreliable. Oh my god, Price! Why have you got 5 stars? I click on him? I can't do anything with them at the minute. Let's start day.
Don't you leave me here. Don't
Oh,
you leave
like the music. This this calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the calls came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. So we've got to choose wisely.
She said if you want my fricassee, you'll have to run me down.
The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you're allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least 1 officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of the weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot. Back over a homeless man? Oh my god! Who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. So do we need to put full 2 in, or can we just send 1? It doesn't seem like to be anything severe. Oh, so we've just sent 1 look. Oh, okay. Oh, look at this! A theatre manager reports that during a show of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theatre, carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting in the theatre security. Go on, Yancy. We'll send Austin with you as well. So we've already sent 3 people out. Subaki's nearly done, I think. Or Subaki's nearly there. Report look. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster. Dead citizens bother the mayor even more than living ones. Offender escaped? God damn it, Subaki! God damn it! Subaki! Can't believe that. Ah, defender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Ah, yes! That's what we're talking about. Suburb. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun Robbed a videotape store, made off with their whole collection of adult movies. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Do we send SWAT? We can't send SWAT, can we? Shit. We're going to send two of the good ones. Can't send Price to that, can we? With 5 stars. Asano. Let's send a good and a bad. Let's see how this goes. Brother and sister clash with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of their lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty. Tsubaki is back. The others are nearly back. Let's see how we get on here, look. SWAT's opened up now. Oh, we got another one. Oh, in the ghetto. A passerby saw some teenagers and attack an elderly musician. They run away with his guitar and his money. And your cops aren't sure how to proceed. They might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Oh. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the window. Sneak into this house through an open window. Turn on the siren and loudspeaker and shout the house is surrounded. That one. Offender escape. No! Oh. We have dead police. Already? Oh, shit. That's not good. Oh, Coachy was the best one. Fender escaped again? Officer's unharmed. This isn't going well. I can't believe we've killed 2 people already. I am not a good chief of police. Damn. Oh, offender escaped again? What's going on? This has been a bad day. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. If they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. Who's Mole?
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
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 Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight.
Imagine if it was.
Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it.
Yeah.
Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with
Yeah, big about you dodgy
Read,
dick.
Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. Construction of cinema museum postponed again. Do we pull off some dodgy stuff? Not sure. Do we want to be dodgy or do we want to clean cops? My guide really needs to get a new starter motor. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off even if they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain that the killer is Commissioner Harold, but I can't rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish reading? But it's only got 5 stars. Go on. Come tomorrow. If I was funeral today, you relieve me so I can go to the burial? Yes. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers also possess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honor some week and postpone the ceremony until later, insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer exactly that. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when cops get ranks, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. Nice, so you can change people by giving them ranks and stuff. Some interesting stuff going on with this. I've got 2 stripes to give away. I don't really know, do I? Beasley. Take one. Robbins. Take one. Nice, okay. Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say. Or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time. Just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. What we got? What's this? Sweet ginger green. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Oh, R1. Oh. You have a certain number of paid job openings, for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. I have Shift A or Shift B? Shift B. Personnel. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. I'm not firing him. I'm not firing him. I don't want to fire him. Is it making me fire him? He's the best guy. Oh, I may have just broke the game. You have legal grounds for the termination. No one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned, but that could land you in additional proceedings. And your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed. But that's not really a valid option, right? Oh my god, we can kill people. Fire League. I don't want to fight him. He's got 400 stars. He's absolutely awesome. I can't believe we've just done that. I can't believe it's made us do that. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. We'll send Birch. And Birch Jr. Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones looking out his window saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Whoa. What's said free? Free is better than two. Or we hope. Oh! Report vandalism. Offender escaped, officer unharmed. God's sake. We should not have sent those guys. Waitress named Mila reported that she served a chicken eddy and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television. Culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. Send the boys. Vandalism. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Gosh, nice. Marcus Yessel. Ooh, professionalism 250. Like it. Might have to get him. Birch and Birch Jr. are back after making... oh, God. False Land, the waitress had mistaken retired officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Oh, my God. Frank, I'm sorry. That's left two policemen screwed, though. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself into Mexican food again, and now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. It's gotta be this guy. Gotta be this guy. There's only him. It's gotta be. My boy. Info. Okay. Van Dalen and Robbins are back. No calls? No nothing? Ooh, new song. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skate rink is selling crack to teenagers. Okay, Van Dahl and Birch Jr. I don't know about sending Birch Jr. Birch Jr. is just... I said somebody. I didn't send Birch Jr. I feel like we'll get Birch Jr. killed. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favourite chewing gum becomes popular again. We'll send Robin. We'll send... Oh, I don't know if it's send Birch with this one. I'll send him anyway. Birch is going to die. I hope not. No, Birch! Sorry, Chief, but I quit. In one night, I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Talkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess he just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Didn't we just fire him anyway? That works. That works. Oh, look at that. Hey, that worked out well. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for kids. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. Cover up in a raincoat and pretend to be an illicit customer. Take the clown out the ice and round up any witnesses. Officer escaped. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh well. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh my god, Birch Jr., you've gone down to 5 stars. End of the day. At least no one died this time. See next shift? Oh. This shift is better than the other shift. We need to buy someone for the next shift. Fun so far though. Absolutely loving it. I feel I need to get better at it though. Somehow. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freiburg? Oh my god. Feminist organization denied official registration.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles.
And he just slammed the door in their face.
Laura doesn't go in for religion either. But according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots.
Okay.
In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all 3 of our sons support
Bless him.
me.
Bless him.
The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a...
Oh, at least that's on his side.
The
Hey?
fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years
Wasn't me.
old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all.
It's just everybody wants him not to do anything at all, really, in this game.
The person who's trying to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone
Oh
book.
my god.
But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Do you see that telephone wire?
Hello.
Oh,
Mrs.
disgusting.
Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't
Got a picture of a
worry,
dog.
Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy.
Oh my god.
And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura...
Wow.
Let's not do
You just
that.
shot us down massively.
Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin.
Now he's just sat in his
You've been
pants.
loving me. I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune. This reminds me of something else. Go on, Mole, because you've got free energy, so I'll let you off. My mother was just hit by a car. She's been rushed to the hospital and she's fighting for her life. I should be with her. Can I miss this shift? Yes. We need to get some more people in, though. Badly. Don't you leave me here. Oh, beautiful. Right. Bye, people. Let's have a look. We need
Don't you leave me here.
half a shift B.
Don't you leave me here.
Joshua Smith, half of shift B. That'll do for now.
If you must go, sweet mama, please leave a dime.
Remember the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shout, "Bastards! Thieves! Bloodsuckers!" We'll send... and Roy.
She said if you want,
If someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives.
me down.
Oh. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. They both got 100. We should have got that other guy before, and then he'd have been able to work today. Shit. Not gonna go as well as I thought. Ah well.
I'm Alabama bound.
Oh!
Alabama bound.
A racist gang has recently made trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. Oh my god. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen and police. We don't need any more dead police. Especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions? Oh shit. Are they firing them illegally though? Do we just keep them in? A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Okay. Yancy and Tsubaki. Ooh, what's this? Detective has interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Oh, so how do we do this then? Clues. It's a dude and a broken window. And then it's a dead dude. Is that all we've got? They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time and there's been a lot of cursing and carrying on. Oh. Don't remember the car and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. Police these days do nothing. I almost died myself. I had to buy some medicine, was nearly hit by some idiot's car. So I can't do anything other than that. They just... Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh, come on. Can I stick him on it too? I couldn't stick him on it before. No, I want to keep him out of it though. Oh, wait, do I really want them guys in it? That'd be better. Okay. You're thinking we don't want them getting murdered, do you? Oh well. Oh, Desire Park. The driver is nowhere to be seen. Interview. Offender caught. Nice. Officer dead. No, Subaki. Civilians unharmed. Shit. Subaki's dead. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. Purdy. Austin. Go. Can't believe we've got someone killed again. We're gonna have to get someone else. Antonio Franco. I for Shift B. Can't believe we're killing people. This ain't good. Friend of caught. Officers unharmed. Yes! Purdy and Austin. Beautiful. Skills. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out on the streets. It's gotta be Yancey. It's gotta be. Only because there's nobody else. Your detective's present frames different versions of what might have happened at the... Okay. Detective died during the investigation? Oh my shit. That's not good. That's not good at all. Why is everyone dying? The bartender reports that a couple of dancers started fighting over tips. And a cat fight broke out right on stage. Okay, we'll send Austin and Roy. Octopus Restaurant. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, and climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. Sanu, Purdy, go. We've got no police left. Come back. Come back. Oh, that's it. It's finished, look. On the stage are two strippers going at it, and it's gone beyond arguing to full-on cat fight. The bouncer is fast asleep. They're too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. Shut off the music and turn up the lights. Strippers continue fighting, oblivious. Or strippers go at it and don't interfere. Step onto the stage and try to separate the girls. That's bad, isn't it? For a bucket of cold water and throw it on the combatants. Yes! Fender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh, God. Or, oh, Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But it was alright. Even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. I think I could take the day off. Oh my god. Oh, yes! There we go. Someone did something right. It's really hit or miss, this. Can't believe we got 2 people killed. Two people dead. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Oh my god! Hey Roger, city has no problems with racists. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Oh my god! Oh! Wow.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
God, what? What's he got? It's drugs. Druggo.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars.
Sounds dodgy.
Fishing,
Sounds real dodgy.
even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football.
He's brought his friends. Oh my god!
And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against
Yeah, we're gonna find him dead, do you think?
Your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Oh, this is a big one. Let's help him. Let's help him. Old guy.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last...
Ah,
fall.
we may have messed up.
Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
I love the story in this. I love how it's unfolding. I love the main character. He's absolutely ace. There's a big sale going on today, and I don't want to miss it. Can I have a day off? Yeah. I feel like we need to get rid of Roy. Just for the fact that I don't think he's ever going to get better. At all. What's the B next to mole for? What does that mean? Go to map. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Okay. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests, so only ask for what you really need. Request an increase in the number of detectives. This is your weekly salary. City Hall hopes we won't disappoint. This woman was an honest servant of the city. Today she was buried with military honors. Oh, Asano. Bless you. Bless you. Another one. Today she was buried with military honors. Bless you. Tomorrow's the deadline. Fire all black cops. No. Something bad's gonna happen. We've made a bad decision again. I know it. We'll see how it pans out. Every morning there's a dirty piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. Oh my god. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Sounds like a rabid dog. Right, let's send... I don't want to send Birch Jr. I'll send Grant and Robbins. Touch of Dionysus liquor store. A witness looked on from a window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Oh, we've sent SWAT this time. Ooh, baby. Don't kill the SWAT. Don't kill the SWAT. Jesus Christ, please. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Good lord! Birch Jr., this is the job for you. Fender caught, officers unharmed. Oh yes, Grant and Robbins absolutely smashes it. The shop has two exits from which a few people have already fled. Drive a patrol car right through the front window. No. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off! Or blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. "You in the mask! Shoot the face and drop the weapon!" "What, Abdul? You're just making things more complicated." The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please! I just need the money! I'll just take a little bit and go! No one's hurt!" The cashier begins to cry. "I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage." Oh my god. Shoot! Oh, Birch is dead! Old Birch! It's not even Birch Jr. Oh my god, Birch's dad's dead. Birch Jr. is going to be fuming. Jack, this year the organisers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send to me your finest marksman? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Not yet, no. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang while she was on the way to the pawn shop. We've only got one person in. What happened to the other guy? It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freiburg. The press was in a uproar. Please send someone. Keep an eye on things. Go on, Robbins. I need some police back. Quick! I need some police back! At the gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in, began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city!" Jesus. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait. Let's go 6 seconds. 5, 4, 2. That's all I can send. Investigation started. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag off my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. I couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket, like those other bikers who hang around on the street corners. It was definitely not a local biker. They're bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian. Probably Japanese. Wait, did someone say he didn't take his hat off? No, it's just me. It's just me. I didn't see a weapon in his hands. I just saw him grab a bag and ride off. Okay. Can we put Yesel on it? There we go. I trust him. You have to send Van Dalen. Birch Jr. Birch Jr. is going to end up killing people. Imagine. I hope he doesn't. It'd be funny if he did, but I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. Oh, fight! Offender escaped. Officer unarmed. Oh, Birch Jr., it's always you causing problems. Can I sack him? Get out of here. Too old. Can I sack him? Get out of here. Yes, now I need to get people in. Is this shift A or shift B? Oh, shift A. I need people for shift A. There we go. Fender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh no! Robbery. Detective Mole. You've got 3 new frames. Oh, nice. Someone with long hair. Okay. What do I do with all this stuff that we've got going on? Oh, put frames in sequence? Wait. Oh, okay. Alright, I see. Ah! Yes! Inspector Kuan Yin Lin, Chinese immigrant recently expelled from the university. Ah, so we've done it. We've finally done a detective little mission. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. Oh. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Oh, shit. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it is safer to send experienced officers, even the SWAT team if you see fit. A guard went out for a smoke, saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased a brat up a tree. I'm sending you by yourself. We did it, Boyd. We won. No way. Bush Jr. won. Bush Jr. is a good shot. No Jesus way. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. He invited us. Oh my God, Bush Jr. is at 60 stars now. From 5. This is unbelievable. Bush Jr., welcome back. I'm sorry to tell you about your dad, but he might be dead. I'm sorry. Alright, what we got here? Drug Lord. Travis Horton, a known racist, who already has several previous convictions. Oh, today ended just before we get a chance to send people for them. Just gotta wait for this one to end. Come on, dude. Offender escaped, officer unharmed. God's sake! Looks like tomorrow's going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. How's it work? Why? What's happened to Shift A? Shift B was worse than Shift A. Now Shift A is worse than Shift B. Look at that. Oops. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. I've no doubt at all. That guy thought she was a suicide bomber, and she was pregnant. That's just... wow. Wow. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Yeah! Wow. May Rogers, not afraid of the competition.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me.
Oh.
He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and...
Is it Troy? Troy Star.
Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in.
Oh no.
My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't...
Mr. Sand.
But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you.
He knows me already.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer.
I was never a simple policeman.
Your phone.
Don't believe the lies, Jack. Don't believe the lies.
Eight in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children.
Still talking about his wife. She's
What's
not
gonna
there.
happen to 8 and 10?
7th leg. Ooh, we got a trophy. Ahab lost his leg, but it only made him angrier. Okay. Yesel didn't come into work today. Yesel, no! I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune. Not again. Price, take the day off. Nobody wants to talk to you. Some friend of mine asked me to help out at the animal shelter. They're badly short staffed. Can I have the day off? Yes. Shift B is pretty full, so we're pretty good with that. We're pretty good with that. I really want to sack Price. I want to sack Price so bad. We sacked Roy. We need to sack Price. Get out of here, Price. Jack, you're sworn up to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. Job slot detective. You can now hire one more detective. Nice. Whoa, look at this guy. I for shift A. Sugar Dream Confectionery, a young employee at the factory, got into a fight with the manager. He's trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Jesus Christ! Sanu! Franco! Go! We've got a SWAT man back on shift B. Have we not got one on shift A? We've not, have we? Interesting. Fender caught. Nice! You were able to arrest all suspects. Look at Mole, absolutely smashing it. That's good. That's good. We'd like that. Shift B is massive. Look at the difference between Shift B and Shift A. Whoa. Did you see that? Rex Kwando. That is Hulk Hogan. That right there is Hulk Hogan. No word of a lie. Rex Kwon Do is Hulk Hogan. But his professionalism is terrible. Probably because he leg drops people. Defender caught. Officers unarmed. Oh, we're doing well. Shift B. Shift B! Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. Purdy, make it go. Pot warehouse. Let's do it. Oh no, no, no. Oh, we'll have to do that another time. 4 days until we can request again. We want an increase in salary, please. Officers have determined the car thief's location. Catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire. Overtake the offender and block the road. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Block the road. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Yes! Smashing it. Smashing it today. Shift B. Shift B. A team. But they are the B team. A weeping child called in saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Let's send Franco and Austin. Doesn't seem like a bad one, but if they get it right, then we've got something good going on. If they get it wrong, 9/11 in progress. Received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000 in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Yancey? Take Baker. Get in there. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refused to pay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show whose side the police are on. Sanu, go. Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. Oh my god. That's like my child. You're not going out until you eat your carrots. Message? Message? There we go. Theft. Report. Oh, offender caught. Officers unharmed. Building a great team in GFB. At parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment and pulled a gun and opened fire. Oh my god. Just waiting. We're just waiting. Police cruiser has caught up with the perpetrator's van. Tried to run the van off the road. Used a bullhorn to order the van to stop. Shoot out the criminal's tires. Yes. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. What? A woman exits the vehicle, grabs a shop attendant, puts guns to his head. Let go of that man right now. Throw a rubber sex doll at this, Alan. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Oh, yeah! What a day. What a absolutely awesome day for Shift B. Shift B. Did no one commit crimes at 1 AM? There we go. It's what a day. Newbury. Detective extraordinaire. Watch him die straight away. Imagine. Day 7. Racist gang run wild in city. Investigation into Francis Kendrick could resume. Second tower to be built in Freeburg. Beep beep.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre.
Oh, I did get it right. I did get it right when I said it before. I was looking at it thinking, ooh, it looks correct.
The buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions.
How did that happen? How did that happen?
Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
That screws up his investigation. Do you think the game did that? There's some sort of little clicky algorithm going on inside where he's like, oh, we need this guy desperately, but he's got the day off now. We can't get him in tomorrow because he's got a funeral. And then by the time we actually get him there to arrest somebody, they're gone. And we failed it. My band is playing a charity concert for some sick children. Can I have the day off? Of course you can, Smith. We've lost two good guys, but... Okay, nice. Guys! We're going to end that one there. This game, absolutely fantastic. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. Give it kudos. If you have got PS Plus Premium, try this game out. Do it. You won't regret it if you're into this sort of game. Bit of a management sim, strategy, adventure. Try it. It's absolutely awesome. I'll be playing more of this off stream, but this is the first hour and a little bit for you to see. And a great way to start our series with the PS Plus Premium. Next time we'll have something great for you as well. Another indie game maybe. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.